Welcome to Wisdom in Life. Hi everyone, my name is Stone and I'm proud to say I'm 75 years young this year. Now, let's get real. Is my sex life still passionate? You bet it is. Before we dive into the juicy details, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on valuable tips about health, aging, and sexual wellness. In today's video, I'm going to share some lesser known truths about women's sexuality. Truths that could completely transform your intimate life, whether you're 50 or 75 like me. So stay tuned because I'll also be revealing simple yet powerful techniques to overcome premature ejaculation and reignite the fire in your love life. If you find this content helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. And feel free to leave a comment with your thoughts or suggestions. Now, let me ask you something. Do older adults still have sex? Absolutely, and not just occasionally. The New England Journal of Medicine reports that 54% of men and 31% of women between 60 and 74 are still sexually active. And guess what? That number is even higher for folks in their 50s. The message, the flame doesn't have to go out. Not if you know how to keep it burning. I've seen it in my own life. You might wonder, can I still do this? The answer is yes, but it takes awareness, compassion, and a little adaptation. Here's what happens as we age. For men, testosterone begins to quietly fade. The hormone that once made you feel invincible slips away, and you might start to question your strength, your desire, your capability. For women, vaginal dryness can sneak in like an unwelcome guest, making intimacy feel awkward or even uncomfortable. But let me be clear, this isn't the end, it's simply a new chapter. Pills can help, lubricants, tiny miracles in a bottle, and sometimes the smallest touch, gentle, intentional, in bring the fire roaring back. Have you ever tried lightly stroking your partner's inner thigh? At this age, the skin becomes more sensitive. A soft caress in the right place can awaken sensations you thought had vanished. I still remember the first time I realized this. No pressure, no rushing, no proving anything, just slowing down, feeling everything, and embracing the beauty of change. Men, let lower testosterone be your invitation to explore tenderness. Women, don't let dryness make you shy. A bit of lube can open the door to comfort and connection. Because sex after 50 isn't just about the physical, it's emotional, spiritual, and deeply relational. It's how you say, I still see you, I still want you, and I still love this bond we share. So let me ask you truly, does sex still matter after 50? I believe it does. It's not just a spark. It's the warmth that keeps the soul alive. Or maybe you've let the spark fade amid the stresses of daily life. Here's something interesting. Research shows that over half of men and more than a third of women over 70 are still enjoying active, passionate sex lives. And you might be one of them. Drop a quick yes or no in the comments. I want your honest thoughts because no matter our age, we all deserve to love, be loved, and feel that joy in our own way. Have you ever thought a simple kiss on the belly could ignite a woman's desire even more than a soft touch on the ear? Or neck? I've tried it myself, and honestly, it's like a warm wave washing over you, waking up every sense you thought had quieted down. According to the Kinsey Institute in 2018, 40% of women said nipple stimulation is the perfect slow and gentle way to start enough to get the heart racing. But let me share a secret. After 50, our bodies change, and that's when things get even more exciting. The skin thins, becomes more sensitive, like smooth silk just waiting to be explored. Have you tried this? A light stroke on the lower back or the inner thigh might catch your partner completely off guard, maybe even leave them speechless because these spots often go unnoticed. I remember the first time I tried this. Not the usual places everyone expects, but a soft touch on my husband's lower back. He looked at me, eyes wide with surprise and delight, like I'd unlocked a door we never knew existed. After 50, it's easy to think our bodies are too familiar to hold any new surprises. But you're wrong. More sensitive skin means every little stroke can tell a story. Don't just stick to the familiar places you know by heart. Venture beyond your comfort zone. Every kiss on the belly has the power to make your partner tremble with quiet delight. Try caressing the inner thigh or letting your fingertips glide down the spine. You'll see magic happen. Imagine this. You're sitting together in soft glowing light. Instead of moving straight to the usual spots, you pause and plant a gentle kiss on their belly. No rush, no pressure, just feeling the skin beneath your lips. Then you move your hand slowly down to the inner thigh, stroking softly like a whispered secret. I bet your partner won't be surprised. They'll want you to. Do it again. After 50, we need grace, not speed. It's these small, thoughtful touches that make all the difference. So yes, 40% of women are right. Nipples are a great place to begin, but don't overlook those hidden gems. The lower back, the inner thighs, the unexpected belly kiss. Give it a serious try. Where have you touched your partner that surprised them? Drop your stories in the comments. I'll read them all and pick the top 3 to talk about because everyone deserves a little magic in their love life. I have a secret to share, and I'm eager to hear yours too. Have you ever felt like premature ejaculation is something embarrassing, something you just can't talk about? I'm here to tell you there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Did you know that 1/3 of men over 50 face this challenge? I've watched my husband struggle with it too, but together we found ways to overcome it. Imagine this moment. You feel yourself approaching the edge, your heart pounding, your breath quickening, and instead of losing control, you stop. This is called the stop and squeeze technique. Premature ejaculation isn't the end of your sex life. It's simply a challenge you can master. According to the Journal of Sexual Medicine, many men see big improvements with this method. At first, my husband was a bit awkward doing it, but after a few tries, everything changed. Here's what you do when you feel you're about to climax. Pause and gently squeeze the tip of your penis for about 10 seconds. Take a deep breath, savor that moment, then continue. I'm living proof that 78% of men increase their staying power within just 3 months of practicing this. But that's not all. I've got another secret. Kegel exercises aren't just for women. Men can also strengthen their pelvic floor muscles with Kegels. I encouraged my husband to try doing them 10 times a day, just a few minutes, while driving or watching TV. Believe it or not, a 2019 study in neurology showed that men increased their control by 30% in just 6 weeks doing these exercises. It's like his body regained a strength that aging had quietly taken away. Kegels are more than just a workout. They're essential for taking control of your body. I remember the proud smile in his voice when he told me, "I'm not worried anymore." And I smiled back, knowing we had faced this challenge together. Imagine lying there with the person you love, fully in control of your rhythm instead of worrying. Stop and squeeze is a powerful, gentle pause that lets you extend the pleasure. Premature ejaculation isn't your enemy. It's a signal that you can be stronger than you. Think as long as you don't give up. Take 10 seconds to breathe, stretch out the moment, and enjoy more pleasure. With each pelvic floor squeeze, you remind your body that you're in control. Remember, 78% of men improved with stop and squeeze in 3 months. 30% gained better control with Kegel exercises. So what about you? Will you try stop and squeeze or lean toward Kegels? Comment 1 if you choose stop and squeeze, or 2 if Kegels feel like your path. I can't wait to hear your choice because I believe you can write your own story. One filled with confidence and pride, just like ours. I used to think sex toys were just a joke until I discovered they can be quiet companions that truly change everything. According to Love Honey, in 2019, 52% of women own a sex toy. So I thought, why not give it a try? Especially after 50, when your body starts changing and dryness can show up unexpectedly, making intimate moments more challenging than I ever anticipated. I tried a small vibrator, and honestly, it was like a light in the dark. No more shyness, no more discomfort, just pure joy rushing back like in the old days. Can you imagine how something so small can transform faded moments into a symphony of sensation where you and your partner perfectly connect again? After 50, we don't have to give up, we just need new methods. And that little vibrator was my unexpected answer. But here's the real secret. There's something even bigger than toys. Communication. I call communication gold. One evening, I paused and asked my husband, "What do you think about this?" He smiled and said, "I like that you asked." 3 simple words that unlocked a whole new world. From that moment on, we started asking each other direct questions. What do you like? How do you want it? Did you know that when bodies change after 50, asking your partner directly isn't scary? It's the spark that reignites the fire. I remember the first time I used that little vibrator with him. I was nervous he might reject it, but I just asked, "How do you feel about trying this?" That's why 82% of couples who communicate well report feeling more satisfied in bed. It's not just about words. It's about how we hold hands, lock eyes, and rediscover what we thought was lost. We laughed and explored like kids falling in love all over again. After he nodded, I knew toys don't replace emotion. They ease the way through dryness and change, and communication, it's the thread that holds us together. Every question builds a bridge. Every answer is an embrace. Now, I want you to try this honestly. Have you used a toy or asked your partner directly? If you've tried a toy or if you've chosen to talk openly, you're part of those 52% and 82% who show the power of connection. Every story is worth sharing, so please drop yours in the comments to inspire me and others on this journey. Did you know that chlamydia rates among people over 50 doubled between 2007 and 2017? I'll be honest, I was shocked when I learned this. I had thought that after 50 we were safe, that those days of worrying were behind us, but life is full of surprises, and I realized protecting myself and the person I love is something I can never take lightly. Using a condom, it sounds simple, but it's the strongest shield we have. There's no need to feel shy about it. It takes just 5 seconds to put on, and those 5 seconds can guard you both from risks you might not expect. I remember the first time I handed my husband a condom. He chuckled, a little embarrassed, but then said, "You're right. Better safe than sorry." Since then, it's become part of our routine, like a silent promise between us. But sexual health isn't just about avoiding diseases. It's also about caring for your body in everyday ways, like staying hydrated. At first, I didn't pay much attention, but then I noticed my energy dragging even during our closest moments. That's when I learned that proper hydration boosts blood flow and energy levels. CNN confirmed in 2022 that 73% of women feel stronger and more energized when they stay properly hydrated. So I made a small change, just a few extra glasses of water a day. Nothing fancy, just a simple habit. And you know what? It felt like a fresh breeze swept through me. My husband noticed the difference too. After 50, our bodies lose water faster. But a little effort can change everything from how you move to how you love. Picture this. You're lying there with your partner knowing you've kept each other safe with just 5 seconds to put on a condom. Then you sip some water beforehand, feeling the steady blood flow carrying energy you thought was gone. STDs don't spare anyone, but we can fight back. Chlamydia rates doubled. No big deal when you take precautions. 90% of women report feeling better just by staying hydrated. I've tried it, and I'm hooked. So now I want to ask you, honestly, do you use condoms regularly? If not, don't be shy. This is a safe place to share your story. We all have our ways of maintaining health and love, and I'd love to hear yours. After 50, when the body isn't as supple as it once was, it's easy to understand why 80% of women say missionary is their favorite for its comfort and effectiveness. I remember one time lying there, catching my husband's gaze so closely that I could feel every breath he took. Missionary creates a safe haven, a space where we can love deeply without pain or exhaustion. But don't think that's the only option. Spooning is just as wonderful after 50. Gentle, soothing, and perfect for those days when you want closeness without strain. And standing. Yes, standing positions can actually help prolong climax and are easier than you might think. I still remember my first time trying it. My legs were shaky, tired from age, but I leaned against the wall and let him steady me. Suddenly, everything clicked. It was like a surge of energy stretching that peak moment I'd always thought was reserved for youth. Don't let age hold you back. If your legs wobble, try leaning on a wall. So tonight, try missionary, the classic king of comfort and connection, or spooning to ease those persistent joint aches. Or be bold and stand, letting your climax linger like a surprise gift. Standing is a mini adventure for sore joints. Each position tells its own story, sometimes making us laugh, sometimes drawing us closer than ever. Clearly, 80% of women aren't wrong. Missionary brings the comfort we need, but standing and spooning are hidden gems I've discovered over the years. I've tried them, I've felt them, and I want you to experience them too. Don't let getting older be an excuse to stop loving. Keep exploring. Keep trying. I'm curious. What's your favorite position? Cozy missionary, tender spooning, or bold standing? Leave your choice and your name below. I'll pick someone at random to receive a personal tip because every love story deserves to be heard. And I'm excited to hear yours. From mastering the stop and squeeze technique to extend pleasure to discovering the power of open communication, it's all within your reach, not out of it. You and I, older, wiser, deserving, can enjoy sex and embrace those moments of love that age simply cannot take away. I've done it, and I know you can too. Don't keep this a secret. Share this video with friends over 50 if it's helped you. Hit the like button and leave a comment so I know you stayed tuned. Next week, I'll show you how to increase desire after 60 so your love stays fiery and